3rd and 3. Here comes pressure. It's picked up. Rattler throws high. Olave climbing the ladder to pull it down inside the 5.
Nice job of him understanding, what the play is going to be, right? You're trying to bubble it over the top with Upton Stout right there, and then you throw that
on offense and being able to score a touchdown, not just kick a field goal.
They fake the pitch. Rattler end zone touchdown. Chris Olave, his first touchdown of the season.
In the pocket, the fake, and then when he put his back to the defense, that time, that could be an issue for you as you try and match up if he gets into the secondary.
10th play of the drive. Rattler gets rid of it quickly. Olave's got some space. Olave down the sideline for a first down. Rattler has another completion and another first down.
Building him up, giving him that confidence to go forward in the second half, guys.
All right, AJ, 3rd down and 7. Pressure coming. Rattler throwing on the run. Olave is open. He found.
Saints begin at their own 25. Some heat coming up the middle. Rattler on phase. He's got a man wide open. It's Olave. Second and 10. Rattler looking deep. He's got Olave out there. Drops it into Olave and down at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 10. Looked like movement early on the right side as he throws to the end zone, and it's Olave leaping high for 6.
he's going to have to throw this around these 3 guys. I mean, watch this. This is really well done. Well, actually, it's the linebacker, T.J. Edwards.
As time, floating for the end zone for Olave, and he hangs on for a Saints touchdown.
I don't know how you're dropping a guy like Chris Olave in coverage. Kevin Byard is playing the other half. I don't know if that release caused some problems.
Defense this season. Jamel Dean returns an interception for a score against the Jets. As Rattler throws, and it is caught.
Best part of his game when he's able to extend, he has the ability to create, and Olave just sitting in the zone, just waiting to their billing of how good they can be defensively.
3rd down and 2. Shough throws and is caught on the run. Fake to Neal. And Shough throws and it's caught by Olave.
Pressure coming. Shough has a moment. Goes deep down the sideline. And the catch is made. And taking it in is Chris Olave for a Saints touchdown. He left the defender in smoke. Was right with him until he zoomed past him with the football.
Yeah, we call this stutter go. Watch him. Just stutter and then take off. And that's great coverage. But you can see little hand fighting right there. Trying to find the ball. That was
3rd and 6. He has a moment for Olave. Oh, what a one-handed grab, but turning. Let's see. There's a flag.
I mean, this is, you want to talk about straight courage and understanding. Hey, you didn't stack.
2nd and 17 now. The line to gain is all the way down at the 11. Shough fires over the middle. They're going to get all of it as Olave gets to the sticks.
From the 17, Shough hesitates, sees the room to run for the end zone. Yes! Chris Olave for the touchdown.
He's going to come inside, and then he's going to bounce out as the quarterback scrambles out. Watch him. Going to come inside, sit down, sees the quarterback, changes the angle of the route to the edge of the end zone.
Got one-on-one with J.C. Horn up top.
On 3rd down, Shough goes that way. Olave, touchdown!
Chris Olave out, and he's going to run a one-on-one route on a slant. Bang 8 style. Shough makes sure he takes his eyes away. J.C. Horn.
And the Saints facing a 3rd down and 5. Shough is looking for the end zone. Caught Olave! Wide open, 23 yards. Seemed like the pass they wanted to convert earlier in the game.
They caught him in man coverage with a rub route. Look, Juwan Johnson goes out, a little bit of a rub there on Jordan Clark.
Jasper Jones, Justin Mater, they were making cookies with the kids this past week here in New Orleans. Shough looking for it all to the end zone. Olave! Excuse me, that's Taysom Hill! What a day by Taysom Hill!
Run, even the Jets said that. Olave in the slot, there's nobody near him. Malachi Moore was totally locked in on the...
That was replay assist, putting it to a 2-yard gain. So 2nd and 8. Olave fields this one and does a great job after the catch to pick up the first down. Downs at a 40% clip in the red zone. That's last in the NFL. Trying to change that here. Shough looking end zone. Touchdown! Olave! That's a red zone touchdown for the Saints. And what an opening drive for New Orleans to start the second half.
The design and the scheme was to get Olave on a little mini wheel off of the motion. And look at him, catches it perfectly. Ends up with the nickelback, Keemon Hall.
Shough, pump fake, now looking deep. Olave down there, he's got him. Olave down the sideline, turning on the Jets, and brought down from behind by Baker.
In a tight position, comes with that quick nod on an out up and then turns it up the field. And Tyler Shough, one of the best things he does is throw the deep ball. This ball is an absolute dime, right on the money, in stride to Chris Olave as he tries to do the rest.